Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, July 28. On this date in 1997, WCW Monday Nitro aired live from Charleston, West Virginia. In the main event, Scott Steiner defeated Randy Savage by disqualification. On this date in 2003, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Colorado Springs, Colorado. In the main event, Molly Holly defeated Gail Kim to win the WWE Women's Championship. On this date in 2004, TNA held its weekly pay-per-view number 104. In the main event, Frankie Kazarian and Michael Shane defeated AJ Styles in an Ultimate X three-way match and were declared co-NWA X Division champions. This has been Today in Wrestling History, July 28.
This is Jim the Anvil Neidhart of the Hart Foundation, and you're listening to Pro Wrestling Weekly with Fearon Derry on 1490 WBCB, baby. Yeah!
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB. Thank you so much, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Always good to hear from him. Speaking of people we're hearing from, I want to thank our friends over at George's Cards and Collectibles. Coming up in a couple weeks, I've got an interview that they were able to help me obtain with Knobs and Sags, the Nasty Boys.
Very cool.
Got to talk with the two of them on and off for probably about somewhere between a half hour and 45 minutes, and we delved into all kinds of topics, both in and out of wrestling, and into kind of my other non-on-air love of game shows. We talked a little bit about when Knobs was on Family Feud from back in the early 90s, and he had an interesting story with that I'll have to save for the interview, but it's certainly a fun one to say the least. Eric having a little bit of fun at my expense. Of course, Eric from the Minnesota Wrecking Crew on the Facebook feedback. My favorite Raw 1000 moment was when Fearon Derry was named the new Raw GM. Wait a second.
Oh.
Yeah. Is he subtly calling me crazy? Is that where he's kind of going with that?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Somebody who people could not so subtly call crazy, though. The one and only Ratboy is in here with us. He's smiling and crossing his arms at us, pointing at his watch because he wants us to talk about, and understandably so, coming up 1 week from tonight, UWF Pro Wrestling. It was alluded to a little earlier from Ed in the Northeast. Over at Eagles Hall, right over on Trenton Road in Fairless Hills, 920 Trenton Road. It's going on next Saturday night, August 4th at 7:30. The return of the Madman Moose Maretti, getting back into the ring. He's going to take on good old Balls Mahoney, who I've talked to on a couple of occasions. I think he was at the last show that was done here, and here to tell us a little bit more about it, we've got the one, the only Madman Moose Maretti. He is returning to the ring, and he has returned to the BCB studios. Madman, welcome back.
Hey, Fearon, how you doing?
Not so bad. Good to have you back here. Go ahead and get settled in here.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Adding to the birthday bash here. So tell us a little bit about this show coming up 1 week from tonight.
Yeah, it's our annual Susan G. Komen breast cancer.
Ah, yes. How could I forget that? Oh, yeah. Get a little closer to the mic there. I want to make sure everybody hears you.
I just
there we go.
I changed the name because what we used to call it was always a problem. So now we just say...
Yeah, you just note a portion of all the proceeds will be donated to the Susan G. Komen for the Cure Foundation. Always a great cause, and something that I'm a little bit more involved in now. My mother actually she had surgery to have breast cancer removed this past December, so it's kind of hit home a little bit. So that makes it I'd say it hits a little closer to home for me.
Exactly, and it's a good cause, and this will be our third year. So and with me returning, I'm hoping to have a bigger turnout than because people haven't seen me in 12 years.
So it's been a little while, yeah. We know you had some neck issues for a while.
Now I got 60 stitches in my leg that got infected, and that's I got to get.
Hopefully, Balls Mahoney isn't listening. You might target that.
He might do that. But as soon as I leave here, I'm going to the doctor and get hooked to an IV and make sure anything that don't look right, they get rid of it.
They can take care of. Also, Nubius Black in East LA. They've had a rivalry to say the least, and they're going to continue that. Is that a stretcher match that's going to be going on?
It's got to end. It's as me being the promoter, it's got to end. There's got to be a winner here.
And also, I know Steve Off, we've seen before, but he does a great job.
He's a very good guy. Yeah, he started off with me. He's probably been on the circuit now for a long time. So him against Andrew would make a very good match.
Andrew Anderson, of course, the Nigerian Nightmares.
I'm looking forward to Chuck Sloan against the Mass Superstore. Chuck Sloan was my trainer at Monster Factory.
Oh, okay.
20
so a little bit of history with the return of the Madman.
Yeah.
Certainly some good stuff in there as well.
Let's see if we can get the line ring, and first person who calls will give you a pair of tickets.
Oh, a pair of tickets to this coming Saturday's show? Okay, well, let me throw the numbers out there in case you don't have them. 215-949-3232. Also toll-free at 888-922-2149. First one out there, we got a pair of tickets coming your way. And what was I going to say? What did we miss any of the matches? We got is that?
We got Serena Deville versus Desiree Clash. That's our women's match for tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I seen Serena wrestle a few times. I'd never seen Desiree. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
There we go. A little bit of an exhibition in that regard. And not to interrupt necessarily, but tapping over the shoulder, you've got Ratboy making an arm motion here. And he's been challenging on the Facebook page. He wants to challenge me to an arm wrestling contest. First of all, you've even posted yourself how you were embarrassed back when Eric hosted the show a few years ago against Z-Bar, and I don't think you've exactly been hitting the training, the prayers, or the vitamins in any way, shape, or form. As Jerry Lawler once put to the fake Roddy Piper back in '94, your muscles look like mosquito bites on a strand of spaghetti. So
yeah, you know what? If he didn't have shoulder issues, maybe. Yeah, I
was gonna say you got a broken collarbone. So
maybe next show we'll talk about that. But for this show, no.
Yeah, and even if you were healthy, not for all the hand sanitizer and Bath and Body Works. I wouldn't. No.
You might re-break his collarbone.
I might re-break it.
Yeah,
oh dear.
I would think so.
Okay.
He's pushing me out of the way.
He's pushing. All right, make it quick.
I just want to say, following that, I crashed a party. Happy birthday, Fearon.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know. Look at me insulting my guests. Well, you don't usually bring rats to a party. It's usually bad form.
I noticed the platter out front. All the cheese got eaten off.
Can't take this guy anywhere.
Good too.
Yeah, but folks, I'd like to see you come out at the Eagles Hall. It's at 920 Trenton Road, Fairless Hills. Tickets are only $15. You can't do much for the $15 nowadays. I don't even think you can get into a movie for that. And like I said, we got some pretty good people on the card, pretty good names, people you may not have heard of, and people you may have heard of, and the people you didn't hear of. That's the people you may want to get out and see.
All right, three locations you can get tickets. The 7-Eleven over at 904 Trenton Road, which is just down the road from the Eagles Hall. Also, Trenton Road Takeout. That's at 1024 Trenton Road. Also in Fairless Hills there, and also our good buddies over at George's Cards and Collectibles, 7755 New Falls Road in Levittown. Three places to get the tickets. That's, of course, this coming Saturday night. 1 week from tonight, UWF Pro Wrestling. That's at the Eagles Hall. Saturday, August 4th, 7:30 bell time. I'll certainly be in attendance and look forward to seeing you all out there as well.
We'll have tickets at the door.
Tickets also available at the door. All right, Ratboy, real quick. We got like a minute here.
The best thing I like the 1000 show, it had to be the hand.
The hand. Oh dear.
Oh God.
See, you're getting bleeped out here, courtesy of the National Weather Service. That should be interesting. All right, we're probably going to get censored out here in a minute.
All right, guys, thanks coming.
So much.
Thanks,
Greatly appreciate it. Madman Moose Maretti. Also, thanks to Ratboy. Who knows what's going to happen here? RC also in the house. Hopefully we'll stick around on the air here, but it looks like we're about to get bumped for a weather update. It's going through the little ticker tape thing here. Let's see if we can get to the phones here before that happens. Let's hit up Nick here. He's calling from California. You got B up there, Denny?
Hello?
Nick.
Hi, thank you for having me on here. This a great thing on Monday night. I enjoyed it. But I got a question about aces and aces.
Aces and eights? Go ahead.
What do you think is behind all that?
Well, we've thrown a few speculations out there, possibly James Storm, possibly Jeff Jarrett, a couple of different possibilities, but I guess we won't know until everything totally develops.
Yeah. And another thing is, I think you could take on Ratboy any day.
Yeah, well,
So do I.
yeah, I was going to say, I mean, if somebody else was throwing a challenge at me, but I mean, that's, I don't know, that'd be like an 11-year-old trying to pick a fight with me, you know, it wouldn't feel right, you know, if he beats me, I look bad. If I beat him, congratulations, I beat up an 11-year-old. You know, it just doesn't work out that way.
There's no winning in it.
It's a no-win situation.
No-win
exactly.
situation for you.
That's going to just about do it for me. Special thanks to RC from Completely Damaged. Quick, I was going to say I don't have you on mic here, but we got the blogs going up on there. You got some interviews coming up.
Big announcement coming up. I'm going to post that later on today.
Post on later today. Okay, so check out completelydamaged.com. We'll talk with RC a little bit more about the site. We'll either get him in here or get him on the phone when things are a little bit less crowded. But it's a birthday bash. These things happen. Plus, you know, you don't have a 1,000th Raw episode every day. So I know I tried to jam too much into the hour. These things definitely happen. Special thanks again to Madman Moose Maretti, and even thanks to Ratboy for chiming in. We'll be back next week to talk more developments of Hardcore Justice as well as SummerSlam. A couple of other programming notes coming up for the month of August. All that and more here on Pro Wrestling Weekly on 1490 WBCB, online at WBCB1490.com. Stay tuned. The Country Music Hall with special guest host for Bill Melody up next.
1490 WBCB, Levittown, Fairless Hills, Trenton.